Shalom. I want to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Ruach HaKodesh. I want to give the honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your fellow servant, Rakaria from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you with an impromptu lesson. All right, real brief lesson. All right, tonight, I just happened to catch this video that was uploaded by the brother GMS Watchman. And his video is entitled MOTB Next. Klaus Schwab confirms you all will have implants. And through the spirit, I just wanted to echo a sentiment that was made by the elder apostle Rakar a couple of days ago, which is for brothers to be obsessed with this truth. All right, even now, so more than ever. All right, we have to be obsessed, enthralled, overtaken with this truth, man. All right, because now these prophecies are starting to pop off the page. All right, they're starting to scream more so than speak. And now it's starting to be, prophecy is mainstream media nowadays, and the MOTB is one of the final prophecies that must come to pass before the Lord returns. So with that being said, now it's not the time to be, now is not the time to be in that weak, doubtful, wavering, I don't know spirit, man. Now is the time to be obsessed with this truth, because what we're seeing these prophecies coming to pass. We're seeing the words of the Lord being fulfilled right before our eyes. This is the Lord confirming his word. He's confirming our faith daily. And now more so than ever, it's time for us to be obsessed with this truth, man. I just wanted to echo the sentiment that was made by the elder apostle Rakar, because it's a true sentiment. It's a true sentiment, a true statement. We have to be obsessed with this truth. All right, give our mind, our body, our time. Speaking of myself first and foremost, of course, and also until you elect Akim and Akwaf out there. Our mind, our body, our time, our spirit, everything into this truth, man. All right, because this is what's going to help us to overcome it and do in these latter days. What we're doing right now, all right, what we're practicing right now, the scriptures that we read on a daily basis, all right, the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, the faith that we apply on our day-to-day walks, as we go through our different trials and tribulations, this right here, Lord willing, is going to be the strength of the stability of our times and the strength of our salvation. You see, what we're building right now, the character that we're building right now, the integrity that we're exercising right now, the faith that we're exercising right now, all right, Lord's will in the time to come is going to give us that edge over the world, man. Which the Lord willing place us within the lot of the elect of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. But it takes right now for us to be obsessed with this truth. All right, and it's gonna seem crazy as it's gonna seem crazy as hell. To the world we look crazy as hell. But guess what? Villains today, heroes tomorrow. Crazy today, geniuses tomorrow. Well, shit, it's looking like geniuses in a couple of days. Because what the prophets have been saying throughout the four corners of the globe, week in and week out, starting with our elders, apostles, Great Millstone on down, is now starting to come to pass. And now the crazy ones are now starting to look like the geniuses. And what's it say in Ezekiel 33? And when this coming to pass, Lord will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. And now people are starting to see, yeah, those men out there in them dresses, they ain't just talking bullshit. They for real. And it's not of us, man. At the end of the day, the Lord told you so. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua told you these things were coming. He just used us as vessels. This is Joshua chapter 1 and 8. Going back into the original point, echoing on the sentiment that was made by the elder apostle Rakar. This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. And we are to meditate upon this word day and night. And now more so than ever, because as we're approaching upon the end, the end of this age, the end of this era, as we're approaching upon the hour of temptation and the day of Jacob's trouble, these demons are getting heavier. You feel it, you see it, you know it. These demons are getting heavier, and Satan's trying his hardest to get us to fumble this word, man. As you can see, a lot of brothers are starting to lose the faith. And that's a scary thing, man. So now is not the time to be in that spirit. Now is the time to be occupied in this word, man. Enthralled with this word, obsessed with this word, constantly meditating upon the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because our enemies are getting tougher. But at the same time, the Lord is strengthening us as well. But our strength comes from this word. Our strength comes from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and we must stay tapped in. We got to stay tapped in. We got to stay connected to our source. Because as soon as we unplug from the source, it's done. We're finished. That's when doubt starts to creep in. That's when unfaithfulness starts to creep in. That's when the old man starts to get the say-so over our vessel, man. And right now is not the time for that. Speaking to myself first and foremost, and as well as to you Akim and Akwaf out there who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, and the mind to comprehend what I'm saying right now, through the spirit. Now is not the time for that. All right, we must be obsessed with this word. We must be obsessed with this truth, because the demons are getting heavier. The trials are getting harder. The obstacles are getting harder. But this is necessary. This is necessary. Excuse me. This is a necessary part of our walk. All right. All the righteous men before us had to do it, and Yahweh Shai had to do it first and foremost. All right. This is necessary. We must be obsessed with this truth in order to overcome the wiles of the devil. All right. The principalities, the demons that we face on a daily basis. We gotta be. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, verse 1. It reads, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies." And right now is the time to be occupied in prophecy. All right, understand prophecy. Understand how it applies to your life. Understand how it applies to what's going on in the world. Why? Because this is very important. All right, we're called to be watchmen. All right, for us, of those, that's in their lot. The men of our nation have also been called to be what? Kings, priests, judges, and rulers. All right, and the king has knowledge of everything that's going on in this providence. And doth not the scripture say the world was made for our sakes? So we're to have a knowledge of everything that's going on in the world. The scriptures say, be not ignorant in the small, let me see, and just get it. This is Sirach 5 in verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. All right, we're not to be ignorant of any great matters or any small matters. All right, and prophecy is a great matter. All right, what's going on in the world right now is a great matter, especially when it pertains to these end time prophecies like the MOTB, all right, the Our Temptation, Jacob's Trouble, all right, World War III. You see what I'm saying? These are great matters that need to be attended to. through the Spirit. So once again, in Ecclesiastes 39, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. He will keep the sayings of renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He shall travel through strange countries, for he hath tried the good and the evil among men. He will give his heart early. He will give his heart to resort early to the Lord that made him, and will pray before the Most High, and will open his mouth in prayer and make supplications for his sins. Right now is the time to remember our Creator in the days of our youth. Like it says in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, and the first verse. All right, open our mouths in prayer, which is another thing that the Elder Apostle Rakah stresses a lot. Prayer. Pray, pray, pray. And that's a tool that the Lord has given us that we have to learn to implement in our daily life. And I'm talking about constantly, no matter what it is, constantly throwing up prayers, because that's our hotline to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's our hotline to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And in these days to come, we're going to need a hotline. We're going to need divine intervention. So what better time to strengthen that connection than now? In this time of liberty, in this time of grace. Time management. Use this time wisely. You understand? It says, when the great Lord will, he shall be filled with the spirit of understanding. He shall pour out wise sentences and give thanks unto the Lord in his prayer. All right? Let me see. I was thinking of one last one. It escaped my mind. Lord willing to come back to me briefly. But as I'm waiting for that to come back, Lord willing to come back, I just wanted to echo the sentiment once again. All right, we must be enthralled. We must be obsessed with this truth. And that means being constantly occupied in reading, in fasting, studying, in prayer, in the brotherhood, all right, in videos, making videos, watching videos, all right, in the street teachings and the highways and byways, all right. These are necessities, all right. These are the basics that are going to lead us to glory. Lord willing, we're that number. You see? But it's important for us to be occupied and to be obsessed with this truth now more so than ever, because the battle's getting harder, man. The battle's getting harder, but our mindset, your mindset should just be to take it all as a good soldier. At this point, we in too deep to do anything to do anything else. It's like, I'm excited. We're in too deep to do anything else but fight for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and fight for our crown and fight for our brethren. We in too deep for anything else, man. It's time now. It's time now. This is 2 Timothy. Chapter 2. The water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness, as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. All right, we can't be entangled with the affairs of this life. Understand that the things of this world are temporal, however you want to say it, tomato. All right, the things of this world are temporal, destined to pass away. a subject to be taken, no matter what it is, your woman, your house, your car, your job, your children. It can all be taken away at a moment's whim. But the glory and the blessing that the Lord has promised his elect, that's everlasting, baby. That won't be taken away. And that's something to fight for vehemently on this side. For the glory to come. Just like Yahweh did. The scripture saying, Hebrews the 12th chapter, for the glory that was set before him endured the cross, man. For the glory that was set before the Lord. For the joy that was set before the Lord. He endured his cross. And we have much joy that's set before us. We have a lot to look forward to. So once again, we cannot be entangled with the affairs of this life, now more so than ever. Because look, one of the it's like Jake pulling up on me, man.
What up, bro?
What up, bro?
How you doing?
I'm alright, G. I see you.
I'll see you at the bar next.
Hell yeah. All right, I catch you, bro. Yeah, man. Jake made me lose my train of thought, man. But yeah, now more so than ever. You know, because Jake, man, Salaki. Let me read this again. Satan. 2 Timothy 2 and verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. And now more so than ever, we can't be entangled with the affairs of this life. Because that's one of the main avenues that Satan is trying to use in these latter days to get brethren to fall away. All right, he's trying to pull on them heartstrings, pull on them emotions. All right, and a real man isn't moved by his emotions, isn't moved by his heartstrings. He's moved by logic. You know what I'm saying? And the logic comes from what? The scriptures, you know. But it says, look, we can't be entangled with the affairs of this life. You know, understand, man. All right, the Lord has promised us 100-fold for what we've given up on this side. And you have to believe in that reward. You have to believe in that promise, all right, that was made, Lord willing, to us, you know. Lord willing to us, man. But with that being said, just wanted to play this video real quick. All right, these prophecies are starting to come to pass more rapidly, man. All right, just as it says in Romans the 13th chapter and 11th verse, our salvation is nearer than when we believe. Now it's high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. All right, and that sentiment is echoing louder and louder as the days go by. Our salvation is nearer than when we believe, Akin. For real. This place is out of here, man. It's circling the drain. It's finished. It's finished. You know. So now's the time to buckle up, you know, buckle down. But the MOTB is next. All right. And the infrastructure is set in place. All right, the society is damn near groomed to take it. All right, we're approaching these times.
So big data, digital tools at the service of medical and biological progress and advancing very fast. But can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers. Is it imaginable?
I think that is imaginable. I think I think, you know, you can imagine that. You can imagine.
Hey, just like the Elder Yahshua said, hey, man is here. It damn sure is here. And we here too. You know, we here too. Now's the time to buckle up. You know, buckle down. All right, get serious about this truth. Get serious about your salvation. Shalom, stay up.